I told you. Okay, I have to say that this also really, I don't know what it is, but it could be connected with power. And as I told you, you will see Baekhyun again. So I have a feeling there is a connection here. Hi Moons, welcome back to a new reaction. So today we are going to dive deeper into episode 4 of the EXO concept guide. And so far I've been enjoying so much. So please also give the creator Cesar O a like on her channel or on their videos. Please do, because there's a lot of effort in here and I'm sure you will all appreciate it if you just go to the original video as well. So yeah, friendly reminder. So we have been stranded at the Obsession era, where you could see EXO and EXO together and the mysterious things that were happening in that MV. So we are going to dive deeper, and I'm ready. Grab your snacks if you have any. Grab a beer or something else, or tea like I have right here. Yes, this time it's not beer, but okay. Okay, let's not wait any longer and let's dive deeper into episode 4. Okay guys, I'm totally ready for this, and the episodes are getting better and better each time, so let's go. Welcome to episode 4. Before I go on with analyzing EXO's Obsession era, I have to address a few things. Oh, Chen. I miss him. Okay. Some of you are asking me what I think about the SMCU, the SM Culture Universe. That's actually very interesting too, because when I started to watch more MVs, I think it was in Make-A-Wish that I actually pointed out so many other stuff. I think Make-A-Wish by NCT was also referring to Black Mamba from aespa. And then I saw these things happening right here. So yeah, let's find out about that. Okay, so for those who don't know, SMCU is a new project and the new vision of Lee Soo-man. It's about connecting all SM artists' storylines. Okay, he puts his plan into action with the debut of this new, SM girl group aespa. Yes, we have seen this before. If you have watched, if you watch Super M, basically you will see, I think it's at the last of Tiger Inside or 1. I'm not at the last part of one of these MVs. You can see Taemin with his phone, and then you can see the aespa logo. Yeah, I really remember that. I'm so glad that I watch all of these MVs right now, so yeah. Yes, oh my god. As if I predicted it. Ever since Make-A-Wish by NCTU was released, we always got connections to other SM artists MVs, usually at the end. This is what I already explained. So you basically saw like, there were a lot of flowers, and I felt like we were in a subway, and then it was obviously connected to aespa. So, but I think, wait, was one before Make-A-Wish? Because that was also linked. Okay, so, but is it very important for EXO's storyline? I personally don't think so. At the end of every MV since Make-A-Wish, we saw a spoiler from the next SM MV that's gonna be released from another artist. So I waited and wanted to see how they are going to connect Kai's MV to another artist. The only thing that I saw with Kai's MV was Kyung-soo and Xiumin at the end, where their elements were fused together. So it's interesting though. But you know what happened at the end of the MV, right? They connected it with something having to do with Xiumin and Kyung-soo. Yes. I'm still so curious for this. So anyways. But there's no MV that spoiled Kai's MV. But we got one connection later when Taeyeon from Girls' Generation released What Do I Call You? Oh yeah. Yeah. I really have to think back about that, but yeah. Love this song. Wait, what? I was like, wait, I didn't think about this. Baekhyun's amusement park. Is that a coincidence, or is this like really done on purpose? But anyways, it's just a tiny one connection. There might be a big explanation as why all the artists are connected, but I don't think it has such much influence on very complex storyline at the actual individual group, especially not EXO's. Yeah, I agree with this. I don't really think there is much of a connection in here. But it's nice to point out. I really like how every kind of detail or possible detail is explained right here. The only group that might have quite some influence on EXO's storyline is probably Super M. Reasonable, because there are literally 2 members from EXO in it. But there's also members from NCT and from SHINee. So there's again some connections to other groups. Oh, I'm so glad that I know all of them right now. But I'm recently getting more into SHINee, but off screen, so yeah. Okay, that's why I will not focus on all of the theories that try really hard to connect to EXO's storyline to the others. I've read some and they don't really seem reasonable. Yeah, it's better to just focus on one group. And although other SM groups have storylines too, EXO is known for their storyline. That's like their main concept. It is unbelievably deep, detailed and complex. And I think we all can agree with this. But so I don't think something like SMCU would have much influence on the actual storyline of EXO. I don't think so either. So yeah, it's better to just focus on EXO themselves. And then maybe it could be a nice suggestion to include SMCU. Okay, since I've already started talking about Super M, there's another thing that I have to address. Let's rewind and look at episode 3. Always nice to have such a throwback. Oh yeah, I remember this. That Kai's jacket was possibly used in... Okay, it's no secret that Super M is connected. Yeah, the jacket was the same. I noticed that even though the jackets look similar, it's definitely not the exact same jacket if you look closely. Then there's probably no connection to dropping. Since many people also think that Kai went into different dimensions or universe in his Kai film, I think one crop top. Crop top, okay. I'm reminded by my first reaction to EXO and I said crop top. Or was it tank top? I don't know. Okay, anyways. And think that one crop top he wears is the same as in Tempo. I would just like to clarify, it's not. I don't think, yeah. Okay. It's good to know, but not really necessary for the whole storyline. Since I couldn't include every theory about Obsession into the last episode, because it's too much, here is more. Yes! Sehun was kinda outstanding in the Obsession era. First of all, in the teaser pictures of Obsession, every ex-EXO member had a red background. Yes, I definitely noticed. Those pictures were beautiful. Okay. Sehun's background is blue, the only member with a blue background, and you know blue stands for the good. Oh, I actually didn't notice. Also in the Exodus trailer, they kinda laid focus on Sehun at the end. Oh yeah, with the blue curtains. Let the fight begin. What if he just... Now I'm connecting it with Tenet again, because blue and red can be seen as going forward in time and going backwards, but... I don't know. Also, you remember that I told you that in Obsession, the MV, 3 members have red cracks on their faces. Ex-Baekhyun, normal Chanyeol, and ex-Jen. Ex-Suho and ex-Kai don't have those cracks in their faces, from my perspective, but there's red light pointing at them. Oh yeah, I remember. I'm not sure what this means, to be real with you. It seemed very random, but I don't know. For Sehun, they don't show any red light pointing at him or face cracks. Just a coincidence, or is something up with Sehun? Actually, I personally am not a believer of this theory. It went too fast. But we shouldn't neglect it either. That's true. Also, there was a target at ex-EXO member, but not on Sehun. Oh yeah. But all of this doesn't have to mean anything. Anyways, another thing about the Obsession MV. Back then, before I dove deep into Obsession, MV and EXO storyline in general, I always thought that it's clear that obviously nobody wins the fight because it's basically fighting against themselves. That's what I was thinking too, yeah. You can't fight yourself. I also thought that every member's fights aren't important as individual fights because none of them can win against themselves anyway. That being said, maybe the Earth wasn't fully destroyed yet at the end of the MV, but only half of the Earth was on fire because EXO couldn't win and EXO couldn't either. Makes sense because the good cannot exist when there's bad things, and when there are no good things, the bad can also not exist. Ooh, that was deep. Okay. Yeah, but it makes sense though. But if you really break the MV down and analyze it like we did in episode 3, then it seems like the fights are important as individuals and that maybe one can win. Normal because Chanyeol had those cracks on his face, but X-Baek and X-Chen had them too. So it seems like there's actually an individual story on what's happening on each member's individual fights. Of course this is going deeper than I thought. Like, who am I kidding? So maybe it's not about only one half of Earth getting burned because neither of them could win, but maybe because the fire is still spreading all over the world. It still looks like it. Or it looks like it. Meaning EXO might have won, or maybe it has something to do with Chanyeol's fight, because his power is fire. I like how every possibility gets so much detail in here, but my theory of Earth actually getting completely destroyed, that the fire is still spreading all over the world, is probably right. Because if you think back, what did we see in the Exodus trailer? Exodus. I really have to start to pronounce French words right, but okay. This was most likely the Earth, right? So EXO might have been able to destroy Earth completely and watch it burn from afar, maybe watching from their own planets. Ooh, okay, there are more theories such as Chanyeol dressing up as normal Chanyeol, being a spy, and that's why the normal Chanyeol was glowing. I doubt it, and I doubt many other theories, so let's move on. Let's analyze the VCRs of the Obsession era from... I haven't seen those, but it's fine. Since there are so many VCRs that came out in 2019, I can't show you everything. I'm also not able to make theories for everything that's going on in the VCRs, but I can summarize the most important things for you, or at least tell you what's happening. Oh, the music, the tension. Baekhyun had a solo VCR. He woke up in the place full of snow. Wait, this also reminds me of the ending of Power, where you can hear Sweet Lies and he was laying like this. If this could be a follow-up, that's cool, but that's what's just popping into my mind. But Baekhyun is turning on the TV, but it's just flickering. And normal Baekhyun is still sleeping. But he is either remembering or foreseeing events and tiny details that happen in different... Oh, wait, that was really fast. In different group VCRs. He's having a vision of himself in the same location and that he is right now. The difference is the place he thinks of is all red, while him in the present is all blue. I'm telling you, these are really, really different timelines. I mean, it has to mean something, right? In his vision, he sees the walls with equations, etc. Okay, yeah. Heavy focused on beta, he even draws B, or the sign, with his finger into the snow, as he remembers or foresees it. Could he be telling this from his, like, past self or anything? Oh my god. That would be really cool. Whoa. Oh my god, this is getting so cool. X-Baekhyun is really, yeah. It's always, and what I saw before at the Obsession MV is that EXO is always a step like further than normal EXO. And this proves it. So basically Baekhyun didn't just remember or foresee himself in his vision, but later on he also saw what X-members are doing. I think he saw all the X-members except for his X-member. Oh, Baekhyun knew all the time. He knew all along what was going to happen, but okay. Which is scary because Baekhyun was the one observing him through the TV. And first the TV was flickering, as I said before, but later we see that Baekhyun is watching normal Baekhyun, and then suddenly the TV turns off. Oh, okay. And you know what's scary? It's not the only time we see Baekhyun or Baekhyun with an alt TV that's flickering. Remember D-Light teasers? Wait, yes! I've seen those, yeah. I have another example. Baekhyun's first solo concert VCR. Wait! Yes! I've seen this! Oh my god! I remember that. This is definitely not a random or a coincidence, but I think I will analyze everything about Baekhyun solos another time since I'm trying to focus on Obsession now. Okay. It's just that how deeper you dive in, the more you see. Baekhyun is watching normal Baekhyun through TV, but what is normal Baekhyun doing? He looked into that sphere and saw more things than before. He saw EXO by holding and looking into that sphere. Since it is a sphere, but I don't think that Baekhyun was remembering something. Thank you for pointing out what STH means. Guys, I am 25 years old. I don't know every, how do you say that, slang or thing that they use in the English language, because I don't speak English when when I communicate with others. So in real life at least, but okay, thank you. Okay, a sphere would rather be used to symbolize looking into the future. And my theory makes sense because the tension. Before I explain why it makes sense, you know that we got a description of each member's powers in the power era, except for Lay's. Yes, the description of their power were nothing too shocking. It's just everything they can do with their powers. If you're curious about each member's power, I can show you, and you can pause the video or read if you want to. Oh yeah, I know these things. Yeah, so Xiumin is ice. Suho is water. Baekhyun is light. I really like this from the Power album, the repackaged album, The War. Thunder, 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 thunder. Chanyeol is a firebender, fire. Kyungsoo has force. And Kai has teleportation. Seon has winds. Okay, now back to me saying that Baekhyun might have seen the future in that VCR. What I'm about to tell you, many EXO don't know about this. Ooh, I feel like I'm becoming part of the elites. This is his power description from a VCR from the Obsession era as well. It literally says that he can see into the future. So he was most likely seeing the future in his solo VCR, as I said before. Very cool. Oh my god, this is getting really interesting again. I didn't know about these new powers description for the longest of time either. And what is really interesting is that it says Baekhyun had many special powers and not that he has them. The other members' powers description from the VCR are Kai's teleportation transports a person or object instantly from one way. Wait, it was too fast. I'm sorry. That could change the course of civilization. Yeah. Could change the course of civilization. Is that why in his MV we see a very futuristic sky? Anyways, the other members. Okay, nothing too odd about this one. Yeah. But maybe we still have to... Wait, what? Okay, no, we didn't see anything. I was thinking about on me. Did we miss something? But no. Yes. Okay, that's not too odd either. Pyrokinesis, yeah. Chance is very interesting. Thunder, extremely powerful, being a god of thunder and can use lightning. I mean, did you see the live version of Thunder? Okay, why point out two times that he is extremely powerful? Does this mean that Chance is more powerful than the others? Could be. And it says that he is immensely powerful, present time, but it also says that he was complete. It's written in past tense just to Baekhyun, so something must have happened to both of them. Why is Jen not complete anymore? Okay, Leslie Suho's power. Water, as the immortal ruler of the seas, Poseidon possesses the power to manipulate water, able to create strong waves. So Suho is immortal now? Hey, I wish, but... Okay, so what we get from this is Theory 1. Something happened to some of the members. Theory 2, the members' powers evolve with time. Theory 3 is the talk here is not about normal EXO's powers, but about ex-EXOs. I'm lost here. I'm really lost, but I will just let it happen. In another VCR, we see all members that were present during the Obsession era. They are all in the same place where Baekhyun was. Oh yeah. Some members are shown in the exact same location, but they can't see each other and are never together. So either they were there at different times or their realities are somehow not in the same and they are somehow... I forget to pause sometimes. Separated. Yeah, okay. There's also a lot of focus on certain items which certain members were with. Oh, a globe and fire. Oh, a rose. Okay. Oh, this is so scary. Okay. At the end we see this. Maybe EXO members found a way to be together. In the back we see clips of ex-EXO's VCR, which we will look at right now. Expect you watching TV as we already saw. That scene is... Whoa. Seon laying beside blood and some headphones. Whoa. That's intense. I never saw this before, so... Okay. Yes, this could be the tree of life or only half of it. The apple. There is this one apple on the tree and it seems like to be an illusion because later we see the apple is glitching. Apples can represent temptation, yes. Watch how EXO is hesitating to take that apple, but in some shots, licking his lips while looking at it, definitely representing some sort of temptation. Whoa, he played this role so well. Like, we don't see EXO taking the apple, but at the end, I don't see one behind him. Seon also looks like he's trying to overcome his temptation of drinking the blood. Whoa. But of course he drinks it. Okay, is he a vampire then? Okay, don't have much to say about X-Chen, who is at a place with his swing. We see X-Kai with a skull. He's pouring something red into the skull, and maybe the skull is representing normal Kai. Oh, okay, that would be very creepy though. But wait, how could it represent a skull if they are the same person? Because that was just explained in the video, but that's me. At some point, the skull is on fire. And then we also have X-Chanyeol with that mirror. Later the mirror is burning. Does the mirror represent his other self, normal Chanyeol? And that's why he burns it. The same thing with Kai. Oh my god, Chanyeol here. Here I go. Okay. In the end, we see the shot from normal EXO's VCR and the ground is burning. We also have these VCRs of members racing, but they don't realize that they are driving right into something that transports them to a planet that's totally frozen, full of snow. Human? So this is probably happening before Baekhyun awakes in that snowy place. I told you! Okay, I have to say that this also really, I don't know what it is, but it could be connected with power. And as I told you, you will see Baekhyun again. So I have a feeling there is a connection here. Oh, this is beautiful. Love the sci-fi in here. Okay, this looks like they went back in time. Here they are together, but the question is, why are they separated in the other VCRs? Looks like they are unfamiliar with this place or planets. And now Chen is whistling. At the end, we hear the melody of 24/7 by EXO. Oh yeah. Oh, I got chills. This reminds me of a Hunger Games scene, but okay. I noticed something. I told you before that each EXO member's power is represented by one song from the Don't Mess Up My Tempo album. They are on this snowy planet. Xiumin's superpower is Frost. The melody of the song is 24/7, which is Xiumin's representative song. What if Chen was trying to call Xiumin by whistling that melody? What if they are in need of Xiumin? I told you before that Xiumin and Kyungsoo or possibly Lei could be playing an important role. I remember that. Okay, I'm not sure what this means, but the members noticed that this plant growing out of nowhere. Okay. And of course the solar eclipse. Again. It seems like members are getting their power from it or they become stronger. Transformation. Another VCR. Okay, I haven't seen this before, so I'm sorry for the possibly reaction like I'm shocked, but it's yeah, that's just EXO for me. But okay, Sue in a very futuristic city wearing all red unlike every other man here. He noticed a newspaper on the ground. K-pop Kings EXO. An article about the K-pop Kings EXO making history, having 10 million album sales. The picture is used from Love Shot. This is very reminiscent of the Power era, but since we didn't get there yet, I won't theorize too much now. But we should keep in mind from now on that EXO, that we know, are also part of the storyline. There may be parallel universes, but more about that in other episodes. I can't wait until we reach that, because that's what I'm thinking right now. Or maybe they lost their memories about a time of their lives. EXO is among mankind for a long time, but also more about that later on. When we are getting there with parallel universes and stuff, that's what I really like. What if this could be a zoom in from what Kai saw at the top of, like, how do you say that? Some kind of futuristic building? I mean, it seems like people are not seeing Suhong. The newspaper falls down. Certain parts of the newspaper were torn, and look at which part. It is showing eclipse cycles, yeah. The rest is alright. We see EXO CS at SC, I'm sorry, I keep on mispronouncing this, I'm so sorry. EXO SC in front of arriving with a suitcase. Other members are behind them. I think Chanyeol is using his power of fire to open the suitcase. Why would you do that? Oh, okay. Okay. Let's just melt the plastic, okay. Okay, I'm very curious right now. Oh, the destroyed Earth? Okay, this is getting really interesting here. Yes, I have no idea what this means either. Okay, another VCR starting off the same way as the VCR we already looked at, but the VCRs we saw earlier were just a game that EXO was playing. Might be another reference to parallel universes. Definitely. Oh my god, that's so cool. If that's the case, then... Oh, but the newspaper, yeah. Doesn't seem to fit. Oh, it fits. What? Just throw it away? We are one. Whoa. That looked very retro. Okay, so in this VCR, the newspaper is completely destroyed, unlike what we saw earlier. And also, it is in Suho's pockets, and the members read about K-pop kings EXO, but just make a paper plane out of it and let it fly into the universe. I search the universe. Okay. I didn't even explain everything I noticed in these VCRs, and I'm still not understanding most of it, but I think you should at least know about what's going on here. I'm done talking about the Obsession era now. Now let's look into other things that have a connection to Obsession. I thought back to episode 3, and you know how I said what if the Obsession era is about cloning? Oh yeah, I remember that. Yes. Yeah, I remember that. We have other hints that are about cloning in an older VCR. Oh yes, I saw this. Yeah, the nuclear transfer, yeah. What if there are so many EXO members everywhere in different parallel universes? Super cool. The VCR I was talking about back then is the one from Exoplanet to the Exolution. Yes, really pretty old. While I was writing the name of the concert in here, I got the chills and a big shock because I had a realization. I've watched this concert too. While I was writing the name of the concert a few seconds ago, I was like... The name of the concert is Exolution, and usually they would write the letters X, E, X, and O in capital letters, and that's why I thought, oh yeah, it makes sense that the X in Luxion is written in capital letters. But then I was like, why is the O not in capital letters? Yeah, okay, why? Do you hear my brain working? Exolution, the only letter written in capitals except for EXO is the X. They lay focus on the X, the other capital letters are EXO. Okay, and then... Oh my god, okay. Okay. If this VCR was not full of references to cloning or the obsession era, then I would think this is a stretch and doesn't have to mean anything. But with the knowledge I have about the VCRs, this information is a shock and most likely not a coincidence. I don't think so. But let's check the VCR out now. The VCR will probably get this video blocked, so I'll have to explain it through text. That's fine. We hear a man reading out a text that he is writing. He is writing a report on EXO. The man is from the CIA. It says so on the paper and is researching about EXO. He says that it is not known when it started to exist or its exact location. Neither its objectives nor the impacts on mankind were known. He says that so far they have 5 facts about the unknown it. We call it an object, and I can't hear what he says here, but he says something about 9 objects. Each of the objects has its own characteristics. The potential power is limitless, and mankind has discovered that one of the objects is the far side of the moon. The man also says that exoplanet has existed for 20 years. Oh my god, that music though, okay. When I heard this I was like, this was 2015. He also confirms that it was in 2015 storyline wise. If exoplanet existed for 20 years from then on, then exoplanets existed since 1995. Oh my god, that is my birth year. I am destined to stand EXO. No, just kidding. And you know when SM Entertainment was founded? In 1995. Just saying. I'm just saying. Oh, that's interesting. Also the year that I was born. But interesting. There's another VCR from Exoplanet 3, the Exordium. I will look more into the VCRs in the next episode, but for now I really just want to share the following information with you from that VCR. This is a shot they show for about a second in the VCR, but look what I found. April 1976. Wait, what if all these, like, dates could be like a parallel universe? But now I'm starting to refer to Dark again, that Netflix series. Oh my god. Okay. But it could be, right? I remember I told you that the origin of LSM's idea lies in 1976, the 12 UFOs. Another thing that I really want to mention before I finish this video, in the Exordium VCR, which we will look at more into detail later, there's a text about the far side of the moon. The text talks about a French-Canadian movie called The Far Side of the Moon. I haven't seen this movie, but I read what it's about. Apparently the movie talks about 2 brothers who are completely different. Philip is more shy and introverted, the other one, Andre, likes being the boss and is often lying for the sake of his own self-aggrandizement. Aggrandizement? Can someone help me what this word means? Or comfort. This is the first time that I'm seeing this word, so I was like, woo, confusement everywhere. Okay. I read that the movie's The Far Side of the Moon is a great metaphor for our shadow side. The moon is always showing one side to the earth, for it rotates along with us, seemingly wanting to hide its other side. Just so is the human personality. Andre is Philip's shadow and vice versa. The text in the Exordium VCR also referenced an album by Pink Floyd. The album is called The Dark Side of the Moon. Dark is evil and bad. If the far side of the moon is meant metaphorically in EXO's storyline, then it could be about XXO. That means that we have already gotten hints about cloning in 2015 and 16. In the Exolution VCR, we even saw a nuclear transfer, as I said before. There are quite some hints about this theory. Also, the Exordium one is from 2016, and in 2016 we got an MV called Lucky One, which many people believe to be about when EXO got cloned, so it could make sense. Yeah, now that I see this MV in my head, 2016 was an interesting year, but I will look into that in the next episode. Oh my god! This is getting so much more complicated, but I love it. Before I end this episode, I need to address another thing. Remember when I said in episode 2 in What is Love, Baekhyun might have given his power to Lay? I told you back then that it sounded far-fetched, but we shouldn't neglect that theory. Makes sense, because in this video you saw that Baekhyun's description of his whole power was written in the past tense. So what if he gave that to Lay? Like, it could be a possibility. Well, this theory is wrong, because with Baekhyun's new VCR from the solo concert, we got an explanation as to why he lost his power in the Power MV. Okay, wait. Okay, then... I hope your brain is fine. Okay, then I can just let it go. I was like, maybe there's another possibility, but no. Okay, guys, what did you think? I am so hyped about this deeper dive into the whole universe. But I keep on thinking about parallel universes. There must be a possibility for that. I mean, it has to be. And I'm really excited to dive deeper into that in episode 5. So yeah, okay, I'm going to take a break right now, because this was much to process. But I'm really glad and happy that I can watch this with you guys and kind of discuss this. But yeah, I'm looking forward to episode 5. And yeah, enjoy your day, and I will see you in the next one.